Right. Let's come to the consonants, all right? I mean, so far we have talked mainly about vowels and how they developed in the history of the English language, which makes, of course, perfect sense because, I mean, vowels are much more prone to change than consonants. And why is that the case? Well, with vowels, you see, your tongue position or the position of your speech organs is not as fixed as with consonants. Okay? So you can say something like concentrated or still people would understand you, although those are two different vowels, if you like. Okay? So there is always an in-between. Okay? Always an in-between, which means it's somewhat between this and that, but still I can make it out what it means. With consonants, this is impossible. So change your tongue position or your lips only slightly, and one consonant will turn into another one, or probably one you don't even have in the language. I mean, just try it out. Okay, take the bilabial plosive p. Okay. Now, don't put your lips together, but, I mean, I don't know, do something more sloppy, and then it comes out as f. Well, this is a completely different consonant, you see. So, yes, tongue position and lip position is very much fixed in consonants, which means there's not much change, okay? And if you change them, the whole system will collapse, as it did, by the way, in German, okay? In German, we have a consonant shift with the voiceless plosives, which marks off, which separated English and German, for example. Yeah, the English say pipe, we say Pfeife. You see, p became pf, all right? Or they say make, we say machen, k became ch, okay? Or they say tide, and we say Zeit, or town and Zaun, so t became z. You see, so yes, this is what the Germans did. I mean, they changed their tongue position slightly, and then the consonants were completely different. Yeah? But you still can make it out. Pipe and Pfeife, or town and Zaun. Okay? Or make and machen. Right, okay, and yes, I mean, the consonants we have talked so far, I mean, the influence of consonants is, the influence they had on vowels, of course. Yeah, you remember all the lengthenings and shortenings. I mean, there's certain combinations of consonants which exercise an influence on the preceding vowels, for example. Okay, we have that. Now let's turn to the consonants per se. Okay, consonants. All right, in the history of the English language. And if you want to change them, okay, well, the best thing is you just leave them out. And by the way, I mean, this happened in English quite a lot, yeah? Just leaving consonants out. And I would like to turn to that. Here, yeah, the elision, for example, of yeah, it's a phoneme which exists in two allophones, yeah, and ch, okay, what we call in German ich and ach, okay, the ch and the ch both existed in English, yeah, and in the vicinity of a velar vowel they were ch, yeah, inuch, and in the vicinity of a palatal vowel they were ch, as in licht. These were elided, and therefore I call this EGH because they were spelled GH once. Okay, so whenever you have a GH sound, GH grapheme, okay, in English spelling, it used to be a sh or ch, and that's the thing, okay, which were elided once. Take the first example here, okay, Licht. Okay, this is Middle English, Licht, German same word, Licht, okay, and this turned into Lied, okay, but this is only half of the truth, okay, this elision, because if you elide a consonant, I mean, the syllable becomes shorter, okay, particularly if it is a fricative, so has a certain duration. you want to make up for this duration loss, if you like, yeah? When Licht, when the ch disappears. And this you can only do by lengthening the preceding vowel, okay? And this is what happened. And we call this compensatory lengthening. So Licht did not turn into lit, it turned into lead in late Middle English, also on the brink, between Middle English and early Modern English, probably 15th century, something like this. So it turned into lead, and then you have a long vowel, which then goes into the great vowel shift, of course, and became light later on. And this is what we have, still spelling the old GH, okay, which used to be a fricative, okay, right. The same with night, okay, daytime, nicht, okay. And then you have the elision of the fricative and the compensatory lengthening, and in late Middle English it turns out into something like need, goes into the great vowel shift, night to day. Okay, more examples. Okay, a very prominent one, this one here, Knecht. Oh, what an awful word. Try to pronounce it, Knecht. Knecht. German Knecht, by the way, we still have it. There are three things which happen. The first one we come only to later on. We call this cluster reduction. Yeah, kn becomes n, k goes. Yeah, then the elision of the fricative and compensatory lengthening turns it into need. Later on, night, so that it becomes homophonous with night. Okay, in opposition to day. All right. Okay. The same with fight, yeah. Ficht in Middle English, German fechten, okay. Late Middle English feed, and then great vowel shift, fight. And this happened to the velar fricative as well, yeah, as in kaucht, which is today caught, okay, or fucht, which is today fought. Okay. This elision of this particular fricative, which the English, by the way, can't pronounce anymore. Well, try. I mean, they always make something like the k sound, okay, when they try to pronounce German. Yeah? Try to pronounce, if you're English, try to pronounce the German town Bacharach. Funny, yes. No, you can't anymore. You used to. Okay. Oh, yes. I mean, 1,000 years ago, you wouldn't have a problem, none whatsoever, pronouncing Bacharach. Okay, let's go on. At the end of words, and the velar fricative this time at the end of words, yeah? Okay. After dark vowels, like oo or o, you had so what happened to that? And this is funny. It turned into the labiodental f, or into zero. And zero, yeah, this is the symbol for zero. Example, Old English, durch. German today, durch. Here you see, I mean, how can you do historical phonology without having a word of German, or without considering the language at all? Well, some other people do. Most prominently, this David Crystal. Talking about the history of English sounds without German. Well, okay. Talk about Italian without any Latin. There we go. All right. So, durch, yeah, durch, German today. Metathesis, we have that, it becomes through. Okay, through. All right. And then you just elide. Okay, it becomes through. Zero. Okay. Same is true for though. Okay, theach, Old English, it must have been in Middle English and something like war or thoch. Okay, elision, early Middle English, thaw, great vowel shift, though. Okay, yeah, zero. However, what about these? Yeah, rough, same thing. Yeah, rough, Old English, ruch, yeah, contemporary German, rau. Okay. Middle English, ruch, same thing. Then, funny thing happens. The consonant is not completely elided, it's turned into a labiodental. So roof. Ruch becomes roof. And then it must have been shortened, okay, somewhere before the great vowel shift. So it became roof, okay, and in modern English, rough. We still spell ruch. We do double O-U, yeah, long U. Same jenoch, contemporary German genug, still have it. Middle English inuch, okay, and then the same thing is inuch into inuf, shortened enough, okay, and today with a strut vowel, enough, okay, right. One more, Old English, lechan, very old word, Indo-Germanic word. Going back to kakirare, something like this, onomatopoetic, yeah? The sound you make when you laugh, okay? Lachan, okay? In Middle English, lauch, okay? This is what it became. And then after a series of monophthongization and turning into f, yeah, it turned out first laugh, as we have it still in American English, and today laugh. I want to spare you the details here. That's that. What you see here is that a word like though and enough once were perfect rhymes. Thuch, inuch, perfect rhymes. Today, though and enough, it can't be further apart. Why that? Why sometimes f and or zero? We don't know. Is it dialectal? Could be. Is it probably mere chance? Mere chance. I mean, there are people proposed explanations for that, which I would like not to give you here. Just, I mean, if you know that the possibilities for the Villach are either zero or it's fine, okay? But then you can make out, I mean, yes, why do they still look like rhymes? Rough, enough, and although, although and inuch, perfect rhyme. Once, still look like rhymes, not anymore, okay? Right, this is what I would like to turn next to, cluster simplification, okay? We stop here and go on right there, okay.